Hello everyone and welcome to another beautiful morning here at the Kerbal Space Center. I really should come up with a name for my area. A lot of really good people end up making up names for their particular space program center. Me, I guess I'm just boring and not very good. Honestly, I'm not very good. That's pretty obvious. I blew up Jeb by trying to land a plane on a runway. Anyway, speaking of Jeb, we have quite a few places to fly. We need to take EVA reports at Kerbernauts Escape Alpha and Beta, take a crew report in flight below 17,600 meters near sector QUTR, near site Y9WWZ, above 19,000 near Gene's Legend, and near Gene's Isolation, and I just accepted another mission to get temperature readings at 9QE, Alpha, Beta, Gamma, and in flight below 19,000 near Gazzardo's Trough. It's a lot of places that we're going to have to fly around to. But Jebediah should be more than ready for such a lengthy mission. However, I'm questioning the capability of our plane to be able to reach all those spaces. So we might need to have a little bit more fuel for the plane. And hopefully I don't get trapped in here again. But let's take a look at all the different spots we need to be. Oh yes, this is quite a lengthy area. Man, that's a lot of spaces to get to. So it looks like the best option we would have is to head here first, and the question I have is, are we going to be able to get an EVA report? Because we have to be able to land first of all, and we have to get out of the plane, but the question is, can we get back into the plane once we've landed? And can I get out of here? Yes, I can. Good. I'm not trapped in the tracking center. Anyway, let's load up the plane and modify it quickly. Alright, so this is the Surveyor Mark II after I have modified it a bit. But I'm questioning whether or not it's got the capability of flying that amount of distance with only 2 things of fuel. I might not be able to. So what I could do is attach some fuel tanks to the side. Where was that thing going? Attach them like so. And perhaps even put an engine on to give it a little more speed. But do we need that much speed? The other thing I need to worry about is Jeb being able to get back in, so I'm going to attach this ladder right here. And hopefully it's good enough to be able to get him back into the cockpit if he falls off. Or if we need to actually go on the ground to do this. Other question is, do I really want to bring this along with me? Yeah, part of this mission is scientific, but do I need to bring this extra weight? I think not. Let's see. Mass and lift. Let's first off move this off to the side for now. There. That should give me plenty of room to get back into the cockpit. Oh boy. This planning out missions is probably one of the most entertaining parts of Kerbal Space Program, because you get to sit around and think, what would I really need to make my mission a success? And you get to just experiment a bit. Now, one of the problems with doing this is I don't actually know if I really want to do it. And for one, it's going to increase our weight by quite a bit. So then again, I can always compensate for that just by repositioning a couple things. Let's see, if I add this, that will decrease the drag, hopefully. I do have Mystery Goo, which I'm going to leave on, along with these solar panels. No reason, really. I just kind of feel like it. Perhaps I should take advantage of the fact that we have a lot more parts available and just give us more intake. But I can get up to 255 parts for this thing right now. Yeah, that should be fine. And that's what it's going to be like on the runway. This should be pretty good. Now, my one problem is that these engines... I'm really rethinking it. Because if I use these engines, then I have a good chance of flaming out and going out of control. Whereas if I only have the one engine, it's pretty much fine. But I really think that we're going to need more fuel. Screw it. Let's just make it a little bit longer. I don't want to risk just spiraling to our death. I would become too sad a person if I do that. Okay. So it's definitely a lot longer, but should be able to fly just fine. I suppose with this extra length I can go ahead and add a second pair of intakes more towards the center, give us as much intake air as we possibly can, because we do need to get to quite a height. I think that we're ready. And I'm sure Jebediah is too. So let's go ahead and take off. Now, I'm actually going to cut almost all the flight time out of this video because it's just doing a lot of what we did before, flying around, surveying the area, and I just don't really want to do a repeat of that. I do, however, need thermometers. Let's get thermometers. There, it's more than enough thermometers. Okay, so we're gonna cut pretty much all the flight time out of the video. If something goes horrible, you will definitely learn about it, at the very least, if you don't see it. I don't think anything horrible will actually happen, though, because this should have no problem getting up to 19,000 meters of height. But before we take off, I need to test one thing. Can Jebediah hop back in? Yes, he can. Perfect. And since he can hop back in, that means we are prepared for takeoff. Chucks away. Look how well this thing goes. It is a plane I am very proud of. I'm thrilled to have it. Alright, so I will head to our designated areas and I will see you later. Alright, I think we're coming to the area where we actually need to do EVA reports. It's looking very hilly. So I don't know how well I'm going to be able to land this thing. But I figured it'd be fun to try and let you watch. So let's just cut the engines and double check the map. I'm actually way too far to the north. Hard turn. Okay, that's more like it. I think I need to be in that general area. So let's cut the engines now and we'll just coast our way towards the ground. This time I should be able to land just fine. Right? Let's not pitch ourselves towards the ground at all. It's really hard to judge how close I am to where I need to be. I wish there was a radar that I could just have open somewhere. I mean, there's that radar, but it's useless to me because I don't have anything mapped out. How high are we? Doesn't matter, we still have a ways to go before we can actually bother to land. I'm hoping I don't screw this up, but I will quick save in case I do. I guess if I quick save right there, I can just throttle up and say, screw it, I'm out of here. Might need to actually pitch up to slow down a little bit more. Am I in the right area? I'm heading towards the right area. That's the good part. I might just resort to running around on foot. I feel like I should have come at this a lot shallower, because there's a hill up ahead and we're heading straight for it. Okay. That was a good landing. We made it. We're safe and sound. How close are we to the place we need to be? That's actually really close. I just need to jog a little bit and we're there. Hopefully this doesn't cause any problems when we come back. And let's turn off SAS just to see how it sits. And it looks like it's sitting good. Hey there, Jeb. Hope you're enjoying the flight. And you are able to grab on, so good. Oh, time for you to get out and do a bit of a jog. see, the direction we're heading should be straight west. And it should just be like in this general area up ahead. Nope. Not there at all. This might take a little while. Nope. Still not there. I don't know why this keeps on jumping around. It's really annoying. I wish it would stop. It might be because these have the exact same amount of time on them and they don't know where to position themselves. There. Nope. How far away was I? This is kind of ridiculous. I'm gonna have to get back in the plane and fly to the other one because this is a lengthy run. I should be like right in the area. But I'm not. Where is the spot we need to be? That's the thing I hate about these EVA ones. You don't know the exact location it wants you to be in, so it's difficult to find. And I don't really have a vehicle to drive here because I don't have any tires that actually work. I can't zoom in any further. This is so irritating. I hate these EVA missions. Finally found it. I was like 30 feet away. There, I got that stupid data. I'm gonna just grab my plane and try coursing my way to this one. It'll probably be a very bumpy journey. Notice something wrong about my plane? Do ya? I'll give you a hint. This happened when I came out of physics warp. It just launched into the air and then slammed back to the ground and destroyed the engine. Which means I have to go back to when I was flying the plane. Thank you, Kerbal Space Program. You make my life fun. So, I've decided that we are gonna call it after the 2 surveying missions because, well, I didn't realize that the temperature missions are all the way on the other side of the planet. And I don't think we have enough fuel to get there, even if we have full fuel. Oops, we are pulled up way too much there. So we're going to just head back home, and as you can see, I'm actually having to fight this thing pretty hard just to fly it straight without going up or down. And I believe that's because all the fuel is towards the back, but the center of lift is still towards the front. And the thrust is also towards the back, so it's trying very hard to go wherever it wishes to, and it's not making for a good flight. I'm going to have to try to come up with another aircraft that isn't quite as fighty, I guess we'll call it. So we're just going to try to head home and get out of this view and turn this back on. I'm just going to try to head home and get ourselves landed as close to KSC as we can. I'm not going to try to land this thing when it's trying on the runway, when it's trying so very hard to not point in a straight direction. Stupid thing, stop fighting so hard. There we go. So, I will see you back at the KSC. Alright, this landing should be much better. It's very unlikely that we will crash at all. Very unlikely. Just in case. We're coming down fairly slowly, and we're only heading straight for the runway from the side, which, you know, could lead to some problems, but we shouldn't have any issues, right? Right, Jeb? We do look like we're coming fast. Let's pull up a bit. So we're going to go right over the top of the runway. I possibly could have landed on the runway this time. I just been having difficulties fighting this thing the entire flight back. Alright, brakes on. We're close enough to home that I don't care. Let's see, what other things do we do? Let's observe mystery goo, I guess, because we can. Temperature scan. And let's bring this thing home. There we go. We got 24.6 signs from this because while I was going, I just was recording temperature data with the idea of if I had to, I could overwrite any of them. But it turned out to be quite good. Our parts, 98% value. Good. 26.669 value from the flight. That is pretty good. I think the only thing we really lost was fuel. And Jeb, of course, gained experience. Good job, Jeb. He needs to get back in the swing of things. I probably should send him up in the rookie training vessel just so he can get a feel for space again. But that'll have to be a different time. And we got 20 science from that, and 10,000 cash, 10,000 cash, 20 science, 10,000, 20 science, 60,000 and 40 science, 8,000, 8,000. We got a really good amount of science. I got the hiccups all of a sudden. And with that science, we can get the last of our technology we have. amazing, really amazing. We can do whatever we feel like now, but we are locked out of any further science. Such a shame. All we have to do is upgrade this building, but we are gonna go to the moon before we unlock anything else. I have a good amount of money, and I'm gonna take some time to carefully plan out exactly what kind of vehicle we'll be launching. Maybe I will upgrade this, maybe I won't. Who knows? We will see. I should probably upgrade this though, because nah, never mind. So, that's it for today's video. I don't know yet if it's a short video or a long video, but you will have to see when I get it uploaded. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. Next episode, we're going to try heading for the moon. And boy, it should be a good one. So take care, guys, and goodbye.